All right. It says we're broadcasting now. And yeah, hopefully it fucking works this time. What's up, Perg Productions? So you made that hilarious freaking there we go. Now it's working. So you made that hilarious YouTube poop. That was really funny, man. Hello again, Master Anonym. All right, let me scroll back up here. Let's start saying hi to people while we're waiting for everyone to come on over. Sorry that last one got messed up, man. I have no idea what happened. Megadeth greater than Metallica. Oh, you edgy boy, you. Donald Trump, yay. I like your avatar is just half naked Peter Griffin pushing his tits together. What happened? I have no idea what happened, Emilio. I hit the go live button and it just did not work, man. Either way. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Perg Productions YouTube poop he made, here, I'll go ahead and leave a comment with his channel name. It was pretty damn funny, man. It was of the video I did reacting to Korn. There you go. So you can look up his YouTube channel. And we're back. Well, even more than back, we're actually here in the first place. Good to see you, man. Hello from Denmark. What's up, Henrique? What's up, man? Blight bitch. That is an interesting name. How funny. I was just watching you. What's going on, Smoke Carbon? Good to see you, man. Have you ever heard of the band Avatar? Not only have I heard of the band Avatar, I have actually done reviews on the band Avatar on Song Suggestion Friday, multiples of them, in fact. But anyway, so while we are waiting for more people to pour in here, I got a list of shit that I'd like to run through before we start doing the Q&A. So first of all, life is good. Life is excellent. Very happy with the direction things are moving right now. I'm back on my workout regimen, so my mood is much more excellent, and I found that my time management's just been a shit ton better. And there's a bunch of projects that have been on the plate for a while that are finally going to get done. Last month was a little weird for multiple reasons, one of which was because of the Universum guitar thing that came through. That took a lot more time than I anticipated to get done. We got a super chat here. I am going to save yours for just a second, brother. I got it open though. And thank you for the super chat. But yeah, back on my workout regimen. So I'm honestly in a great mood. I've had some of you guys comment saying I'm looking and sounding better. So greatly appreciate that. Glad to know that's working for me at least. Right now, as of next week, it should be on Tuesday. Worst case scenario, Thursday, but almost definitely Tuesday. Absolutely next week. There will be a cover that was requested by a patron. It is a prog song by a band that many of you know, I guarantee. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I've been working on it with my buddies from Edge of Reality, Joey and Nick, guitar and bass respectively. And I don't know. I'd be interested to see. They haven't shot their video portion yet, so I'd be interested to see how weird they want to get with it. Be pretty fun, man. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. I am doing vocals and writing out the drums. God, writing out those drums is such a fucking bear. But either way, what's going on here? Okay, so another thing I might be able to do next week, we'll see. The same way that I did I Hate Pop Punk in the style of pop punk, I would love to do Why I Hate Pop Country and would love to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. But anyway, hold on a second. Shit. Anyway, really quick here, I'm going to take this super chat and then go back to some of the announcements. Any tips for buying an expensive guitar? Yeah, play it first. That is my tip for you. Play it first and see if you like it and see if you like the tone. And not only that, make sure that you go to a store or buy it online that has a return policy in the event that you decide that you don't like it. I almost returned my Helix. I did not, but I almost did. So yeah, make sure you fucking try it out and put it through its paces and ask them what their return policy is. Aussie fucking Pete. G'day, mate. That's the best Australian I can do. Stayed up just for you. I'm glad you told me about Heiko. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it, Pete. Don't spoil it for anyone. Either way, yeah. So it is a Haken song. That's all I will say. It is a Haken song. Either way, I appreciate you staying up for me, Pete. You're fucking great, man. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat, my good man. Either way. Oh, Voorhees, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. So let me scroll down here. You guys, what's your feelings on doing the thoughts on the obviously thoughts on pop country? It sucks, but thoughts on doing a song like I did for pop country, talking about why I hate pop country in the style of pop country. I think that'd be pretty fantabulous. But what do I know? Either way, you guys are busy doing other things. No worries. Either way, there is a new Patreon perk that isn't up yet, but should be up well before the end of the month. Before I'd offer doing live streams, I like never did live streams. Had no idea what the fuck to say to like 8 people, and I didn't have time to really prepare for them properly. And the last live stream that we did, we all wound up on Discord anyway. So, and that was a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm starting to make a patron exclusive Discord channel with the help of another patron. And thank you so much, Ian. You're the fucking man. But yeah, making a patron exclusive Discord channel for certain tiers. If you guys want, you can go ahead and make your own Discord channel for Become the Night and fucking fight over who's the official one. I can't say that I'll be gracing my presence at that one for one or another, but this specific Patreon Discord channel, I'll be getting on at least once a month and hanging out with you guys and just having drinks and just doing fuck all, whatever, having a good time. There will be some new merch designs. I've started working on one, and I'd like to have two. Yeah, I definitely have needed to update my merch store for a very, very, very long time, and just take a whole look at that thing again. That's a whole fucking ball of wax. I didn't need to open, but I did. Also, there will be a comprehensive list of Song Suggestion Friday videos. Meant to do that last weekend. Will get done this weekend. Our wonderful fan Annie has been awesome enough to not only patrol the comments and let people know when songs are already done, but she has made a comprehensive list. So I'll be sharing that with everyone via a Google Docs document that'll be in the description of every Song Suggestion Friday video from here on after. Also, I want to start doing themed Song Suggestion Friday videos. That will be a hell of a lot of fun. Tomorrow will be a themed one, and I think you'll enjoy it, especially those of you who are very much into prog. I think you'll really enjoy it. And I want to do at least one of those a month just to kind of like mix things up a little, keep it interesting. And I think that is all for announcements. Super chat gets priority. So if you guys want to guarantee that your question gets looked at, oh yeah, Annie, there you are. If you want to guarantee that your question gets looked at, shoot me a super chat. All right, so let's go through some of the questions here. Patrick says, what do you think about Red Hot Chili Peppers? I did a whole video on that shit. Some dude, Rammstein, asks, have you ever heard of Cumbia? I have not. Why don't you make videos about top 5 songs of every band you like? I've been waiting until I hit 100,000 subscribers to do stuff like that. It definitely will be a thing, but probably not too long from now. SmithFan22 asks or says, I love multiple genres and I am interested in purchasing a Squier Jazzmaster, but would it work to play metal on? So I can't speak to the Squier stuff. It's basically just a lower tier of Fender, which I mean, a Fender jazz bass can be used to play just about anything. I mean, best example I would use is Opeth because their bass player, I think he's still their bass player. They might have changed bass players, but the bass player that was on through like Blackwater Park and Ghost Reveries and all those fucking albums, he played almost exclusively Fender jazz basses and like a bunch of different signature series and shit. And his bass tone not only worked with metal, but it also worked with like the jazzy and rocky and folky stuff that they did. So I mean, yeah, a bass is pretty versatile, especially a jazz bass, pretty versatile. P bass, you might be a little bit more limited just because it's super punchy. But yeah, man. I mean, honestly, with metal, it's kind of hard to go wrong as long as you have a bass that isn't my bass. My bass is fucking garbage. I hate active pickups. I definitely need to get a bass that does not have active pickups. But yeah, so that's what I would say. Marty6 asked, "Hey Mike, I feel that a lot of bands overthink how they write stuff. We don't get bands like AC/DC Motor. Blah, blah, blah. What do you think?" I disagree completely. I think that a lot of bands don't think enough about how they write stuff, or if they do overthink how they write stuff, they don't have enough information in order to really write something that's ear catching, and that's where a producer comes in. But I mean, that's not the case for everyone. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of AC/DC or Motorhead, and I don't really know who Accept is. So you're talking to the wrong person. But I mean, that's my honest feedback. Yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong, there definitely is a place for bands like that. Ryan and I literally have started doing a project that I fucking hate where we don't overthink anything. And it's just dumbass rock and roll to get the ladies dancing. So, I mean, yeah, there's absolutely a place for that. And it kind of gives me a space to just dump out music shit because I want to just dump it out. So, I mean, yeah, to an extent, I feel you. But I mean, no, most people do not overthink how they write songs nowadays, especially if you're going by the majority of songwriters. Fuck no, absolutely not. If you want to talk about some prog heads, yeah, you could probably make that argument, possibly. Oh, have you listened to Obscura yet? I have their new album. I feel like I fucking did. I'm 90% sure I listened to them, man. I don't remember what song. Um, I'll have to get back to you on that. Friggin' after the live stream or whenever you wake up or whatever, hit me up and we can talk about it. Thank you all for your super chats. Appreciate you. All right, let's scroll down just a smidgen. Oh, it's gonna run me down deep, isn't it? Oh, another super chat. Oh my God, how do I pronounce that? Oh, the Summer Triangle. All right. Thoughts on the integration of music production becoming more integrated with musicians themselves, the idea of how music engineering is so accessible. I think it's a really, really good thing, and it also can lead itself to being a bad thing. I'm also equally guilty of this bad thing. It can make it so that musicians don't have to be as awesome as they used to be. They don't have to be as consistent. But at the same point, I think it's great because that way more shit gets listened to by more people. Granted, it floods the market with a bunch of dog shit with people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. But at the same point, there's more opportunity for people who actually do make good stuff and know music and know good production to get their shit out there. So I think it's actually it's kind of great. And actually, there's a whole video I'd like to make in regards to that being a facet of it. Basically, how this whole industry is going to change and already is changing. And fuck music labels. God, they're awful. They're the worst. What's going on, Miraculous? Not spelling that, not pronouncing that shit. What's up, Wakapuka? I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. Like my shirt? Thank you very much. It came from my ex's dad. Awkward as fuck. What do you think about satanic or black metal scene? I kind of hate it. The lyrical content I'm not a fan of. And on top of that, I think typically the production is purposefully dog shit. And I think their songwriting is pretty garbage. I mean, just be dead honest. It's very rare that I find satanic or black metal that I get into. I think the only band that I've been able to find where I could actually get down with some of their stuff, and even now in hindsight, I really don't care for it that much, would be Merciful Fate. That's about it. Uh, Anthony Rizzo. Hey, Mike, thoughts on the new Baroness guitarist and what her impact might be on it? I had no idea they got a new guitarist at all, man. Who was this? Anthony Rizzo. Appreciate the super chat, man. I'm sorry I don't have a better answer for you. I feel bad about that. But yeah, that's something I'll have to look into, man. How many hours a day do I practice guitar? Chub jab. Not nearly enough. So if I had my druthers, I would practice 3 hours a day. I spend way too much time doing YouTube shit in order to do that. So yeah, a lot of my time is spent either writing videos or making videos. And like I'm not like these guys who can sit down and churn out like a bunch of videos in one day, because I either have to sit down and write a script and actually say something say something of value when then no one fucking watches. fantastic. But either that or, you know, it takes me time to do proper production on an actual song, you know, and even then doesn't even come out that fucking good. But regardless, a lot of these guys have their presets for when they like make tracks because they don't diverge from genres too often. And that way they can just crank these things out pretty quickly. And they spend most of their day playing guitar and a lot less time talking. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I don't practice nearly as much as I'd like to. Ryan and I have been practicing fucking twice a week now, which has been great and getting us back into doing our original shit. But yeah, I barely have time to fucking practice, man. Not only that, but I think I get more practice prepping for the guitar lessons than I do any time now. Ideally, if you want to be awesome, 3 hours a day, bare minimum. That is what you want to do. Hey, Mike, have you heard of this band called Orphaned Land? I've heard of them because I've seen them in Song Suggestion Friday. I've not listened to them, though. From the song titles, I have a feeling I probably would not dig it, but I don't know until I listen to it. Appreciate you, Paris. All right. Random question. I've been watching your channel for a very long time now, and I know you like prog, but what death metal bands do you like? Not a whole lot, honestly. Opeth, but that doesn't count because they're prog, but they are also death metal. Soilwork, I get down with Soilwork. Honestly, that's all that comes to mind right now. I don't love a whole lot of death metal. I mean, I don't hate all of it either by any means, but there's not a whole lot of it that jumps out at me and really makes me love it. Mike, could you please do a song for us? Right now? No, sorry. What is the Discord code? I have no idea because it's not created yet. Or actually, it's probably created, just not here. Oh, hey, the JG Rubix, you left a $2 super chat, which does not appear at the top. So it only appears in chat. I will do my best to make sure that I see it, but no guarantees. I caught yours this time. Someone on Reddit said JITF by Metallica was glam. JITF? Fuck is JITF? Jump in the fire? That is so not fucking glam. Not remotely. It's whatever. It's whatever. By the way, there is a Reddit page for anyone that gives a fuck. There is a Reddit page. Sup, Mike? What are your thoughts on The Bang of the Hounds by Opeth? I think it's a great song. Have you heard of the band Turnstile? I think I have. Don't know if I've listened to him, though. Hawk Callitz asks if I've been hankering on Kids React to metal bands and still no word on Steve Vai or Dream Theater. Do you believe they'll not get that far into either? No, because there's no fucking what do you call it? There's no SEO on that. No one gives a fuck about Steve Vai or Opeth or who else did you say on there? Or Dream Theater on YouTube. You'll pardon me, I cannot pronounce your name. This is a super chat. Thoughts on 3DG? I know you recommended everything about you a while ago. The fuck is 3DG? Guys in your fucking abbreviations. Oh, 3 days grace. Okay. I mean, I like Ozzy Pete heading off to bed. Be good, man. Oh, you're fine on the spoiler. Don't sweat it, dude. Don't sweat it at all. I was just being crazy. But yeah, as far as 3 days grace, I really don't like a whole lot of their stuff. I don't like hate it, but I mean it is kind of that generic fucking like that song Let's Start a Riot. Fucking kill me. God, I hate that song. But it's very generic fucking pop faux metal, new metal type of shit. I think some of their songs are really good, other ones not so much. But I mean, hey, that's how I feel about a lot of bands. I'm a picky dickhead. Hey, Mike, do you have plans on making a video on or about psychedelic rock metal? If not, what are your thoughts on the genre? Maybe like in the future. I don't know. Like maybe we'll see. It's kind of a really niche thing. A lot of psychedelic rock I typically don't get into because I feel like it's a lot more noise and a lot less thought. Well, for example, Modeling of the Well, I would consider that more psychedelic rock, even though it's not like pure original psychedelic rock. But I actually really enjoyed that. That was cool. Not that I would ever seek it out again. Way too chilled out for my taste. But I feel like a lot of psychedelic rock is a whole lot more of let's just make some noise and see what randomly happens. And that's cool. It's not, I don't know, it's not really art to me. And if it is, it's kind of more low form. There are guys that do the psychedelic rock thing and do it really well and really tasty. And not only that, but can repeat and reciprocate their sound and their songs live exactly every time. So that I think is really cool. But that's basically my basic thoughts on it. Monarch asks, "What's your thoughts on Mick Taylor? If you know him, I think he's the most underrated guitarist of all time." I don't know if I know Mick Taylor at all. Let me see here. Mick Taylor. Um, the Blues Breakers. Yeah, I don't know that I know this guy at all, man. I'll have to check him out. Uh, can I listen to some Dirt and Gray? The singer Keo has crazy ass vocal range. Maybe at some point. I can't make any promises, but chances are I'll probably come across him. Thoughts on Dave Grohl? Dave Grohl's the fucking man. Thoughts on Winery Dogs? Saw them live. They're pretty damn good. Yeah, Richie Kotzen's killer. Mike Portnoy's killer. Billy Sheehan's killer. What else is there? Thoughts on Genesis? Fucking great band. Fucking Phil Collins made them not prog and made me mad. All right. Grave Mike asks, Mike, I finally figured out 7/8 and feeling like John Petrucci now. LOL. My question is more random. Could you name any cool prog songs in 5/4? Actually, one right off the top of my head. It's not really technically prog, but it's from the end of Joe Satriani's Surfing with the Alien. Hold on. With the Alien. Get a quick track listing here. Track listing. It's called Echo. 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 And that's actually a really cool song. That is in 5/4, and he makes it feel nice and groovy. It's not super proggy, but it's cool. There's lots of prog songs that use 5/4. As a matter of fact, I just reviewed one today. Voorhees. No dislikes. You know that rules. You know the rules, Mike. Balls to the wall for except for song suggestion Friday. So you're gonna have to leave that in the comments of the next one, man. And even then, no promises. Fucking thoughts on Axel eight Axel DC. I guess Axel Rose joined ACDC. Baby member is gone in one tour. You missed super chats. Sorry. Squeezed about 1,000 things into this statement. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I had no idea Axl Rose joined ACDC. Sorry. And BIB members, fucking, I don't know what the fuck BIB is. You guys and your damn abbreviations making me look shit up. I told you if I'm missing super chats, it's probably because they're $2. BIB. Who the fuck is BIB? Ah, all right. I apologize. I'm not. I got bibs and birth cloths. Sorry, man. He was in the Stones after Brian Jones died, and he was the guitarist where they had their best albums. I suggest listening. All right, rock and roll, man. Thank you for your clarification. Okay. See if there's any more super chats here. Oh, Back in Black. Okay. Sorry, that's hilarious to me. All right. See if I did miss any other super chats here. Just do a quick scroll up. I don't think I missed any, man. Not that I can see. Oh well. Anyway, fuck it. Scrolling back down. Thoughts on trivia? My thoughts are I've reviewed way too many of their fucking songs on Song Suggestion Friday. You should probably go watch them. Daniel asks, what do you think of Breaking Benjamin? I think that they're okay. Do I own a Steve Vai signature guitar? Absolutely not. No fucking way. They don't make those in left-handed. Thoughts on accents and how they affect vocals? I'm spamming this question. I think that accents are a thing and typically don't affect vocals very much, honestly. Especially if you look at most British singers. It's only when you start getting out into the really weird, like non-romantic languages and shit that it starts getting bad. Opeth or Dream Theater? No. Have you seen Winterfall? No, I have not. Is Mick Jagger a good singer? Nope, he is not. Do I still hate what? Do you have super chat? Yes. All you need to do is super chat me at that little money bot thing at the bottom on your phone. Or there's actually, if you're on PC, there's one right down at the below where you can type in things. All right. A little piece of sin. Important message. Yeet. This has been an announcement from a piece of sin. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on infected mushroom? Sounds awful. Never heard of them. I'm only saying that because if I would encounter an infected mushroom, that would scare the piss out of me. My super chat was at the beginning, like third or fourth one. I'm sorry, man. Very sorry. One of the last kid metalheads. Bullshit. I get too many fucking comments being like, I'm 12 and I'm a metalhead. I'm 14 and I'm a metalhead. Like on every fucking video. I don't care about your age or that you're a metalhead. We'll just make this clear. I don't care about either of those things. Um, you should hear. God damn it, chat! Stop being crazy. Thoughts on signature instruments? Are they really worth the outrageous prices? They're worth as much as people are willing to pay for them. Signature instruments are designed specifically to the specs that that artist likes, and if you like the way that that artist sounds and want to sound like them, that's one of the steps, not step one, but it's one of the steps you can take. So I mean, fuck, capitalism reigns. Hey Mike, can you please cover Chris Stapleton Tennessee Whiskey? No, absolutely not. It's a good song, but no, I cannot sing that shit. Do I like Finnish metal from time to time? Who's more overrated, Nirvana or Korn? That is an excellent question that will have to wait for a video. Mike, any plans on a collab with who? Or inviting him to your podcast? And Andriy Vilsalenko? Huge Metallica fan and a great bassist. I have no idea who that guy is, man. I have no clue. Fucking email me who that guy is and what his channel is. Willem Vandermees. You didn't type anything in, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I will try and use telepathy so you don't have to spend another $5. Fuck, it didn't work. I am sorry. I appreciate the super chat, man. Hopefully I'll catch you down in regular chat. One of the last kid. Oh, fuck off. All right. Thoughts on the Beatles? Favorite Beatles song? Beatles are great. I love the Beatles. Call me fucking crazy. I know a lot of people hate them, especially because of Ringo. Even though Ringer, even though Ringer wasn't a great drummer, even though Ringo was not an amazing drummer or a good drummer, he still managed to play what the fucking song needed every time, every single time. So that being the case, yeah, I love the Beatles. Favorite song? You'll have to wait for the video. Thoughts on Deftones? Haven't listened to a shit ton of them, but the stuff that I have listened to is pretty damn cool. I actually feel like they were kind of ahead of their time, honestly. If they would have come out like 5 years later, they could have changed shit. Favorite Metallica song? Wait for the video. Wait for the video. Would you consider the Smashing Pumpkins prog rock or grunge? Honestly, they have some proggy elements to them, and I haven't listened to a whole bunch of their stuff after the 90s, so please keep that in mind. Definitely through the 90s, I would say they are more grunge. Some of their later stuff definitely departed from that sound a little bit, but I don't know. That's kind of a tough one. I think that kind of falls in that like prog grunge area, like there is such a thing. So weird to say, but yeah, good question, man. Favorite Opeth album? Wait for the video. Do I prefer who? Rudess or who? Fuck, I missed it. This fucking chat keeps throwing me down to the bottom of the fucking chat every time. God, they need to fix this thing. Thoughts on Frank Zappa? Frank Zappa is awesome. He is a hell of a composer, I gotta say. Hey man, what are your thoughts on One by Metallica? Great fucking song. Super chat here. Had to listen to Sons of Apollo, Portnoy's News. Yeah, I listened to it, and you guys might be mad at me. I'm really not that impressed by it, to be honest. It's not that anyone in there is a slouch. They're all fucking amazing. What really kind of disappointed me was the fact that the songs that I listened to, the songwriting was kind of like, I don't know, felt like 80s prog rehash, honestly, or like early 90s prog rehash. It didn't feel new and exciting. But then again, that could just be me. I was really excited to see Portnoy getting back into the prog thing. And then it just kind of was like, yeah, I don't know, wasn't feeling it. Also, I don't remember who the vocalist is, but not really my vocal style. So sorry if that fucking disappoints anybody. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love Portnoy. He's my boy. I think the drums and Come Together are amazing. Agreed. And they're stupidly simple, but they're exactly what the fuck they need to be, man. Thoughts on Eric Clapton? He is a really good guitar player. Pretty good songwriter. David Gilmour regrets releasing another brick in the wall. Thoughts? Good for him. Do you often listen to albums all the way through? Not usually, honestly. And that's a downfall on my part. Has a lot to do with time. Well, I mean, let's put it this way. I will listen to an album, every song on it, but I won't necessarily sit down and listen to the whole thing front to back in one session, that type of thing. So let me clarify there. I mean, yeah, I'll listen to an album the whole way through. Unless if I'm listening to a song and like 2 minutes in, I'm like, yeah, this is doing nothing for me. I'll skip it. So either way, my time is precious to me. Thoughts on Fortnite, the fucking game? I've never played it. I have it downloaded on my Switch, so I probably should. What's your thoughts on the new Greta Van Fleet song? What new Greta Van Fleet song? Oh, wait, yeah, they released one. I mistakened it for their old stuff because it's exactly the same. What is your favorite video game soundtrack? That is fucking tough. Oh, that's a video idea right there. Fucking top 10 video game soundtracks, or just top 10 fucking video game songs in general. That's a tough one, man. Great question, too. Great question. I'm not sure. Do I like Faith No More? I don't hate them. I've only listened to like a handful of songs, and they're interesting. Not my thing, but they have me intrigued. I gotta say, I definitely would like to listen to more. Curious what I think of Arion. Arion's awesome. Some of their songs are a little. Well, I should say some of his songs are a little fucking weird, but I think that he has the right idea as far as storytelling and music goes. Who's more overrated? Oh, we already did that one. All right, we got to cut down to the bottom. Are you a fan of Thrice? I wouldn't say a fan per se, but I have listened to a number of their tracks. This is also back when I was first getting into prog, so I don't think I was appreciating it as much. That's a band I need to come back to because I feel like I would appreciate their shit a lot more now. Thoughts on the Swans? So I've only listened to one song by the Swans, and it was fucking awful. It was a song called Oxygen. Like, it was truly horrendously bad. One of the worst things I've ever put in my ears. But from what I understand, each of their albums sounds completely different than the next. So I need to give them another chance. And a lot of people were fucking pissed off when I shit all over the Swans because of that song. So yeah, I would like to give them another chance for sure. That song was fucking bad though, dude. Legitimately, it was really bad. ACDC members from Black Ice to Rock, pardon me, or Bust have completely changed except Angus. Very sad to see. What's your most upsetting lineup change for you? Um, hmm. I don't know. I really don't know, man. If I had to say, honestly, probably Portnoy. Portnoy leaving the band. But in all honesty, it happened before I became a fan of Dream Theater, so I wasn't even really able to be upset in the moment. Thoughts on thrash metal? It's metal. That typically doesn't take a whole lot of thought. Cardi B or Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber, hands down. Justin Bieber at least has the talent of being a decent dancer and a really good singer. Cardi B is a talentless fucking hack that used her looks to become a stripper and then used her stories as a stripper to get on television and used her appeal on television and social media in order to start a music career. She is not very talented at all. So yeah, I would take Justin Bieber, and they both have pretty shitty attitudes, so those kind of cancel each other out. But as far as I understand it, Justin Bieber has been improving his attitude a lot and is becoming less of a douchebag. And if that's true, I'm really happy to see that. Very, very happy to see that. Post Malone, regardless of whether or not you like his music or not, Post Malone is one of the most real, down to earth fucking people you'll ever meet in your life. And he is good friends with Justin Bieber, and he loves him. I mean, granted, I think Post Malone is probably too loving for his own good, if I had to guess his personality. But yeah, I mean, if Post Malone doesn't think he's a complete douchebag, then there's probably some goodness there. That's just my 2 cents. Have you seen any gig videos from Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast tour? I have not. I think it's the best in many, many years. The only Iron Maiden thing that I have that's live is Live After Death. That was a fucking awesome concert, and their jumpsuits were fucking hilarious. Highly recommend going and checking that out. Legacy of the Beast. Yeah, I'll have to go ahead and check that out, man. That'd probably be awesome. The man says, I appreciate how brutally honest you are. We need more critics like you. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like any critic is gonna be all opinion. And I think that you're gonna have a lot better music and a lot more honesty and a lot more people being able to accept that they're not as good as they think they are, with people just being brutally fucking honest with them. I mean, not all the time, not in every circumstance, but for most times, yeah, there's a way to just say it as it is. This isn't very good, or this could use a little work, or actually, that's pretty fucking great. Just this one little thing, you know? And yeah, that can get annoying. I understand that, especially like some of my friends probably kick my fucking ass. But either way, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. What do I think about the sword? It's a complicated subject. Thoughts on the Stones? Nope. Let me see what else is going on. Describe my perfect sandwich from Dahlia Olive. What's going on, girl? Describe my perfect sandwich. Fuck. That is difficult. There's a lot of amazing sandwiches out there. A lot of amazing sandwiches. If I had to pick one offhand, there's this place that I go to that I will not disclose the name of, but they offer a burger called the Man Burger. It is a burger patty with ham and turkey and 3 cheeses and egg, bacon, barbecue sauce, pardon me, and I think also grilled onions. So I had the ingenious idea of taking this burger, it's huge, by the way, and cutting it in half. And then I made a mixture of strawberry jam and sriracha and dipped it in there. For any of those who are familiar with what a Monte Cristo is, it is basically a grilled cheese and ham sandwich with powdered sugar that you dip in strawberry jam. It's absolutely delicious. I basically made one of those, but with a man burger, and I called it the King of Monte Cristo. Fucking baller, by the way. So that's the best thing I can think of off the top of my head. Oh no, no! It's already been dethroned. I know exactly what it is. Music City Brisket. Write it down. Put it in your phone. Set a fucking alarm. Music City Brisket. Oh my god, their brisket sandwich is so fucking good. So fucking good. With Havarti cheese and their spicy Russian sauce. Yes, all fucking day, dude. That is a food truck here in Nashville. That shit is off the chain. So good. Oh my gosh. Not only that, their brisket tacos kick ass. Thank you for the question, Dahlia. All right. What's your opinion on Queens of the Stone Age? I love them, but no matter how they change their sound, it's still recognizable as Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah, it's pretty much how I feel about them. I haven't dived too deep into the catalog, but I've listened to a little bit from each album, and they're all great. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought Queens of the Stone Age would be a band that I would be like, whatever, because No One Knows is a good song, but I thought that was like their one good song, and everything else was gonna be just like rehashes of garbage, and it's totally not. They're a really, really good band. Pardon me. I was actually shocked at how good they were. Really, really have a lot of respect for those guys. They can do rock that catches people, but still keeps it very interesting. Very much artist integrity. It's very, very good shit. Excellent drummer. Excellent drummer. Whoever the fuck that guy is super tight and knows exactly what to play when. Jim Jambaroo asks thoughts on Moody Blues. Days of Future Past by them is my favorite album. That's the only album of theirs I've really dived into at all. And I forget, there was one song by the Moody Blues that I knew offhand. It was like one of their poppier ones. I was like, oh, this band's probably gonna suck. And then I listened to the rest of their stuff. I was like, wow, I was not expecting prog rock from the Moody Blues. And that's like mostly what their shit is. I think the Moody Blues are one of those bands that didn't nearly get the love in the prog community that they should have. I think they were actually ahead of the prog scene, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I mean, I think they were even a little bit ahead of that shit. They were really cool, man. Really, really cool. They weren't like groundbreaking by today's standards, but back then that shit was very, very groundbreaking. Another super chat. Wakapuka. If you get a chance, man, it's just a band. It's relatively unknown. A Sound of Thunder. They have 2 badass animated videos. Enjoy on your time. I'll take a picture of it. Fucking dude, I'm on a live stream. I'll get back to him. So funny. Jacob, if you're watching this, I'm laughing at you, just so you know. All right. I got a picture of it, so I will have it for later, my friend. Monarch, why don't you like the Stones? Because the Rolling Stones, I think, are one of the most overrated fucking bands in existence. It's like Beatles versus the Rolling Stones. Is that even a competition? I understand why it's a competition, because they both had such an enormous impact on rock as we know it. I get it. But in my mind, it's like, who really wrote the better songs and the catchier songs? And not only that, but Beatles definitely were the first thing I would classify as progressive rock. Absolutely. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, even part of Rubber Soul, absolutely parts on there, prog rock. Fucking changed my mind. Steven Crowder style, changed my mind. Beatles are the first prog rock band. Done. What the fuck is NS? You guys and your fucking abbreviations. If you want me to answer your questions, give me full sentences, please. NSBM. National Socialist Black Metal? Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on that. I am A-okay on that shit. They can burn in hell for all I fucking care, and that's probably where they want to go anyway, because most black metal is satanic. And that's the thing, too. Black metal is only satanic to piss off the Christians. They're really more nationalist than anything else. And that's why you could have crossovers into folk metal and Viking metal and all the different fucking derivations of black metal that came from it. I was actually thinking of doing a video on black metal, but I have such a poor opinion of it. I don't think it would be good. Targaryen or Stark? Just because she got, oh man, she's gorgeous. I'll take Targaryen. I don't like her attitude as much as fucking Jon Snow's. I really don't. I think Jon Snow's attitude is way better. I guess technically people are suspecting he's Targaryen or whatever. I don't fucking know. Either way, but yeah, Daenerys is just fucking hot. I don't know. I can't tell if it's her attitude or just the fact that what's her face can't act that well. Moody Blues did Prague in 1967. Okay, so that was about the time it started cropping up. Favorite Queen song? I don't know offhand. I do not know offhand. Rudess or More? That was the one. More? Fuck, who's More? Sorry, I can't answer your question. Thoughts on Rage Against the Machine? Thoughts on Queens of the Stone Age? Mike sent you a link to dude's channel in your mail. Thank you. I'll go check it out. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Grave Mike. What's your general opinion of Between the Buried and Me? Especially Paul Well, Paul Wagner kicks ass, and so does Dusty, by the way. Dusty also kicks ass. They're both killer guitar players. General opinion is they're fucking great, man. Really. I haven't met a song of theirs that I've like fallen in love with yet, but I always enjoy listening to them a lot. I actually got to meet Dusty at the Periphery and Animals as Leaders show last year. That was a hell of a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun. Thoughts on Shinedown? I haven't listened enough Shinedown to really have a good, like a proper opinion on them. Do I believe in the Paul is dead theory? Absolutely fucking not. Especially if you look at the fucking propaganda that the Beatles put out there themselves on their own albums, trying to profit off of that shit. Hell no. That was basically a rumor that got started because a bunch of fucking high teenagers ran a record backwards and they were like, oh my God, it says this. So, no. I think it's a really fun, awesome theory, but there's no fucking way that's real. Thoughts on Christian metal music? Haven't found a Christian metal band that I really like yet, to be honest with you. That's about it. I think you can talk about anything you want in music. You just have to entertain me. Have you heard Ween? Dude, I've reviewed Ween, I think at least twice. Ween is great. They're a really cool band. They're really not my style at all, but I still somehow really enjoy a lot of things that they do. Messing me up with your voodoo. That was the first Ween song I ever listened to. I don't even think I was a teenager yet. My sister's listening to that shit and dancing around with my little nephew in her arms and shit. She loved that song, man. Good times, good memories. That an Ocean Man. That sounds fucking great. God damn it, Mike. You've noticed me twice now. Who do you think is a better fit for Dream Theater? Kevin Moore or Jordan Rudess? Okay, there we go. Kevin Moore. So I don't know who the fuck Kevin Moore is. I have no fucking clue. I got a law firm. I got a law firm before finding out who the fuck you're talking about. And chances are the answer is Rudess. Is Kevin Moore the very first keyboard player? Hold on. Keys. Kevin Moore. Yeah, this has to be the guy before fucking Derek Serenian. Has to be. Yeah. So he was on all of one fucking album, wasn't he? Oh, okay, no, he was on two albums. He left during. Oh no, wait, he was only on one. He left during the recording of Awake. All right, fucking like I don't know. I think I've listened to When Day and Dream Unite like one fucking time and thought it was awful. So yeah, I mean that's hands down Rudess. I think Rudess was the best, one of the best things to happen to that band. Honestly, such a beautiful fucking blend of stuff. Why isn't anyone talking about Derek Serenian? I think that question answered itself. No offense, Derek. I love you. Damn it, Jesus Christ asked a question and I missed it. The Huntsman asks, "Do you think Wayne's World is a bad portrayal of people into rock?" I mean, it's a funny fucking movie, and it makes fun of rockers and guys like that from the '80s in a way that I think needed to be done, but also in a way that rockers could love it. So no, I think it's fucking great. I love that movie. Thoughts about Mastodon? Mastodon is one of those bands where I've liked just about everything that I listen to, and I just never have the urge to go seek it out again. Ever. The only song that I have listened to by Mastodon that I want to like go listen to again is The Last Baron. That song was kick ass. Um, do you want to go eat shawarma with me? I have no idea what that is. Not a clue. Yeah, I know Rudess started on Metropolis Part 2. I'm talking about fucking Kevin Moore. Uh, Thoughts on Attila? Have not heard them. Heard of them, never listened to them. Thoughts on Slipknot? I did a whole fucking video on that, bro. Go check it out. They've been reviewed multiple times on Song Suggestion Friday. Any guilty pleasure metal bands? Not that I know of. What do you think about movie Drive Angry? Never heard of it. Thoughts on the Doors and Jim Morrison? Highly overrated. Jim Morrison's a horrible singer, and their music's really not that good. Moving on. Thoughts on Trump? He is orange. He's an asshole. But honestly, we've had worse presidents. Change my fucking mind on that one. We have definitely had worse presidents than Donald Trump. I'm gonna come at you back at you immediately at Woodrow Wilson and James Buchanan, two of the fucking worst presidents in U.S. history. Have I ever listened to Skillet? I've listened to, I think, one Skillet song, and it was so pop metal, pop rock, I kind of wanted to stab my own ears out. Great production on it, though. Thoughts on Jefferson Airplane? Their Woodstock album gets me high without drugs like magic. Also, thoughts on Corvus Corvax. First to the second band, have no idea who the fuck they are. Secondly, Jefferson Airplane, they're cool. I'm not in love with them. I think they have some really cool songs, and they had a decent sound for the time. Not really my whole thing, though, honestly. And actually, I didn't like them live as much as I did in studio, as weird as that sounds. Top 10 metal bands. Wait for the video. Sorry, I know you left a super chat. That is something I am not willing to disclose at this time. And I do appreciate your super chat. Uh, Thoughts on Joy Division. I've listened to like 3 of their songs and I hate all of them. I really am not a fan of Joy Division. Thoughts on Ice 9 Kills. I have no idea what that is. Thoughts on Sabaton. Sabaton has some cool stuff. It has some cool stuff. Thoughts on Scars on Broadway. I think it's a really good sound. It's basically like fucking, what do you call it? It's basically System of a Down light. I think similar vocals because they both come from Armenia and shit, and similar guitar tone because it's the same fucking guitar player. And like similar songwriting. It's just kind of a little less metally and a little more rocky, and I dig it. I dig it. It's cool shit. Have you given them Crooked Vultures a try? I have already done them on Song Suggestion Friday. I enjoyed the song. And actually, without knowing who was in the band ahead of time, I was like, yeah, these guys were highly influenced by Led Zeppelin. And lo and behold, John Paul Jones. Yeah, they're cool, man. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Did you listen to Bent Knee? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not listened to Bent Knee. Here. Can't promise I'll get a chance to listen to them or take a look at them. But I will do what I can. Yeah. Taking a picture. Trying to take a picture. Singing while I talk is one way that I actually keep thoughts in my head. It's kind of a weird thing. So I apologize if this Q&A is a little bizarre. Thoughts on the Dillinger escape plan? They're obnoxious, but in like the best way possible. I'm not really a fan per se, but I admire what they're trying to do. It's definitely stuff that has a lot of thought put into it. Thoughts on Mr. Bungle? Some weird shit. Some really weird shit. Again, not really my style, but actually kind of cool. Kind of cool in the sense that they actually give a fuck about music, and you can tell. Thoughts on Bruce Springsteen? Bruce Springsteen is a good singer. He's a really good singer. He is a good songwriter. That's about the extent of it for me. I really have no special affinity towards any of his music. I wasn't raised on it, so keep that in mind. A lot of people love guys like Bruce Springsteen because they were raised on it by their parents. And that's one of the reasons why I love Billy Joel. I mean, highly influential in my life. I literally grew up on that shit since I can remember. So yeah, I mean that's really where I'm at with Bruce Springsteen. Eh, like I don't want to say overrated because I mean that's just coming from my perspective, but he has impacted so many people in a positive way that it's kind of hard for me to say that. That and also the fact that he is a talented songwriter and singer. I mean, he's not a fucking talentless ass clown. Thoughts on Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit? Happy that they're no longer relevant because that was the most white trash fucking thing to come out of the early 2000s, late 90s. What I think of Randy Rhoads? Super sad that he died early, man. That was a fucking tragedy. Literally, it was really a tragedy. An amazing guitar player, absolutely outstanding. Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. Um, yeah, Randy isn't the greatest that ever was, but he didn't need to be. He just needed to be fucking Randy, dude. He was outstanding. Um, can you tell me why I don't like Avenged Sevenfold and why I should? I have no idea, Titty Corn. Thoughts on Radiohead? Go through my song suggestion Friday videos. I've reviewed them a lot. Uh, you have a list of songs you've already talked about on Song Suggestion Friday. So I did an announcement at the beginning of this live stream that I think most of you missed. And I can run back through that really quickly while we're waiting for some super chats. There will be a comprehensive list of Song Suggestion Friday videos up next Friday. We're going to start doing themed Song Suggestion Friday videos tomorrow. This Friday will be the first one. I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. There will be a new Patreon Discord for those of you who want to take advantage of that. Patrons of a certain monthly tier will be able to hop on an exclusive patrons only Discord channel that I will come on at least once a month and hang out with you guys, drink whiskey, bullshit, do whatever the fuck we want to do. And let's see, just making sure there's nothing else here. No, that's basically the important shit. All right. Oh, Sebastian did another one. Ever been to Sweden? I have never been to Sweden at all, nor this rock festival you were referring to. Highly recommend it if you get the chance. I'm gonna make it to Sweden one day, man. I there's a lot of places I need to go in the world. There are a lot of places, but there's definitely a number of places in Northern Europe I need to hit up and see what's happening for sure. Sure. But I will keep that in mind. I appreciate you giving me the heads up, man. And thank you so much for the super chat. It means a lot. All right. Let's scroll down to the bottom here. Celeb crush. Oh, that is tough. I stopped having celebrity crushes because they always piss me off. For a while it was Mila Kunis. Scarlett Johansson's still fucking insanely hot. But I don't know. I don't really have a celebrity crush. Honestly. Like, yeah. Not like one that's like, oh, it's my one and only. I think that's weird anyway. Thoughts on Steel Panther? They're fucking hilarious. You're my celeb crush, Mike. Well, thank you. Appreciate you. Even though you have fucking a Nirvana thing in there, you still love me. That's hilarious. Would I consider Helter Skelter metal? I would not. I would consider that hard rock. I'm sorry, Annie. I didn't see your super chat. So I was trying to tell you guys that the $2 super chats, I spend so much time not looking at the super chat as it goes down. Those are probably going to get missed. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Thoughts on Yes? They're a great band. Which guitarist has the best vibrato? Steve Vai, of course. Why would you even ask? Let me see here. Thoughts on Low Man's lyrics by Metallica? Fucking great song. Highly underrated. I think that song contributed to people getting pissed off at them, which was dumb. It's fucking stupid. That was such a well-written song. So not Metallica at all, which is why people got pissed off about it, which I understand. I made a whole fucking argument saying that Linkin Park should rebrand. I still think Metallica sounded like Metallica for the most part, even through those albums. I think there was still that Metallica sound, but I could be biased on that. But yeah, Low Man's lyric was a fucking excellent song. So touching. So touching. Great pathos. Gonna do one more here, and then I'm going to call it. Let's find a fun one. Let's go to the bottom. See what's going on there. Yeah, and that's another thing too. When I scroll up to stop and look at a question, and then I try to scroll back down, it jumps me past a bunch of comments and just throws me right back to the bottom where it's a live feed. That's another reason how I miss a lot of these comments in the chat. Like a lot of the $2 super chats is what I mean. So I'm very sorry about that ahead of time. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. I don't know why they don't put $2 super chats at the top like everyone else, but fucking whatever. All right, got a super chat here. Orion Hammerfall. Any tips for learning guitar? She just learn tabs. So learning guitar. One, I do give lessons. Two, Guitario offers fucking great lessons online as well. That I want to put out there up front. But also, learning guitar has everything to do with just playing the fucking thing. It doesn't matter what information you put in front of yourself or who's teaching you. If you don't play the guitar, you won't learn. Plain and simple. You need to practice. And not only that, you need to know how to practice. Get a fucking metronome, do the boring shit that you hate. And then after you've done that, then just fuck off on that thing and have fun. That's how you learn guitar. Enjoy your time doing it. That is the best way to learn guitar, is to have fun. And also to torture yourself at the same time. Will M, have you ever listened to Agalok yet? I think you'd like them. Also, thoughts on Eric Gillette. I have no idea who Eric Gillette is. Agalok almost made it on this week's Song Suggestion Friday. You will find out why they didn't tomorrow, because there is a special episode tomorrow. But I have not listened to them yet. Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. Thoughts on Iron Butterfly? They're not really that good, honestly. They had one cool jam song, and that was it. It was really it. I've listened to a number of Iron Butterfly songs, and most of them suck really bad. Indigata Devita, or In the Garden of Eden, as those of us who are sober would say, was about the only cool song they had, and the only reason why it was cool is because they did that live fucking jam for like 8 minutes. That was it. Neil Peart versus John Bonham, no contest. Neil Peart. Don't get me wrong, John Bonham was fucking awesome, and his tone was great and everything. Neil Peart did so much more for that instrument than John Bonham did, as far as actually what he did with those drums. John Bonham probably influenced more people, but I think Neil Peart probably influenced more of the most amazing drummers that are living today. All right, I'm gonna have to call that here, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're the fucking best. I'm sorry if I missed any $2 super chats. Again, I'll stay on a question so I can look at it. And then when I try to scroll back down, it just shoots me right back to the bottom of the chat and I miss it. So I apologize for that, guys. I really do. Either way, there will be Song Suggestion Friday tomorrow. I'm actually going to go record that immediately following this. And hit me up on Patreon if you need to. Hit me up on a merch store, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I got an email, becomethenight@gmail.com. If it's not annoying, I might reply to you. Either way, stay awesome, guys.